guys, it's your host, Nitre Dame, and we are back for week 5 of college football. Now let's get into it. As always, we start off with our Clemson Tigers, who are traveling to Syracuse to have a battle of the orange in the Carrier Dome. The Tigers are looking for their first ACC win after a tough loss in overtime to Florida State. First off, we have Big 12 rivals number 24 Kansas and number 3 Texas for the last time as conference mates. For the first time ever, both teams enter this competition ranked. Jayhawks star quarterback Jalen Daniels leads one of the 3 final programs in the Big 12 that remains undefeated, but the Longhorn defense has held its last 4 opponents to a combined 50 points. Moving on to the SEC, we have number 13 LSU, who is traveling to Oxford to play Ole Miss, who blew a 24-10 lead in the first half, along with potentially Lane Kiffin's best opportunity to beat Nick Saban and the Tide. LSU is coming off of a shaky win with a late field goal to save the Tigers an upset from the Arkansas Razorbacks. Now we travel over to number 1 Georgia Bulldogs, who have had success but a few nail-biter moments. First off, being tied to UAB 7-7 early in week 4 and a halftime deficit against Spencer Rattler and the Gamecocks. Although Auburn is not a strong threat to the Bulldogs, head coach Hugh Freeze shows up for a strong matchup, leaving a window of opportunity for Auburn to upset the number 1 seed. With a heartbreaking loss to the Buckeyes, Notre Dame looks to redeem themselves against the Duke Blue Devils this week. After upsetting Clemson in week 1, Duke has had a combined 114 points against their first 4 opponents, along with averaging more than 200 rushing yards per game. One interesting factor of this game is the Irish are facing off against former defensive coordinator Mike Elko, who is now the head coach of the Blue Devils. To finish off, we have number 8 USC Trojans, who are traveling to Boulder, Colorado, who got blown out in week 4 by Oregon, 42-6. Week 5 does not get easier for Boulder as reigning Heisman winner Caleb Williams leads the Trojan offense. However, the Trojan defense is questionable, which we saw in the 42-28 win over Auburn. And as we know, anything can happen in college football. I'm Nitre Dame with the College Football Countdown, and I'll be back for week 6.